Okay, so this is something I have to update you guys on with the Unirail. If you have this bike, do not ride it in the rain. It is not good for the rain. Specifically, if you have that battery right there. I think it's fine if you have that one. I'm not sure. It seems to be okay now that I removed that battery, but it kept doing an error. It kept doing fault 15 and fault 11. It kept jumping back and forth between fault 11 and fault 15. So I took the battery out and I found out there was a bunch of water in here, like caked with water, and it was on the battery too. So like I will give Eunorau props. I'm really happy that it did not short out the bike because it didn't. Uh, but yeah, it kept saying fault 11 and fault 15. I know that's an overheating issue, but I think it was trying to warn me like, hey, and I saw the warning. It kept flashing. I was going to pick up my wife, and I was like, okay, well, I can't drive this if it's acting like this. So I came back home and put it away. And then when I just got back, I got a ride from my dad, and I just got back, and I thought about. I was like, it's never been in rain before. Maybe it was something to do with the rain, and it was. If you have this, do not ride it in the rain. If you have this extra battery, I don't know about the other one, and I'm more and more leaning against buying the other battery for this. I was gonna buy the other one, but if you notice, I have cleaned out the area where I park my bikes. I am expecting to receive a trike tomorrow for my wife. She got the electric XP trike, and we are going to get the canopy for it and try to put a roof, like an actual roof on top, like not something heavy, but something that would be proof for like rain and stuff. Like you ain't gonna be able to put snow up there and let it cake up there, but it's not gonna be outside. It's gonna be in here. Um, and we're gonna try to put doors on it and stuff because it already has a windshield in the front and in the back from what I've seen in videos I've watched of it, and from what I could see in the pictures of it and stuff. But yeah, we're expecting the trike tomorrow. Let me tell you guys something too about electric. They are fast at shipping their e-bikes because we literally bought that e-bike 4 days ago. Usually, when I buy an e-bike, it takes about 2 weeks for it to get to me. They use UPS too. Every other e-bike company I've gotten from, has used FedEx. So that's different for them. But yeah. If you have a Unirail Flash, do not ride it in the rain if you have this, or take this off and unplug it. Yeah, I would not ride it if you have this because it freaks the bike out. It starts acting crazy and everything. And I pulled out my driveway and got down the road a little ways and I turned around and came back. So I was like, yeah, the bike's not acting right. It kept flickering 15 and 11 on the screen. I was like, yeah, this ain't right. And I was like, I'm not driving this like this. And I'm glad I didn't because I probably would have did more damage to it from the water because I did not know there was water in there. But yeah, apparently water can get in there, and I would say they probably should design that better. But again, I'm not saying something bad here about it because I'm very happy it did not short out the bike because I had an Ain't e-bike in the past that when I worked at American Axle I drove, and that one just fried. Like it came out of it. I'll give it credit for that. It came out of it after I let it sit for a few days, but when I tried to drive it home, it would not start. It would not go. It wouldn't do nothing. And like it got water in there, and I didn't realize. I probably should have realized that. That was stupid of me because that one had like a water bottle type battery that would go like down like this right here, straight down, and like it kind of had like a loop thing that would cradle water. And yeah, of course it had water in it. I should have known better than that. And when I came out of work, it was literally a puddle in there, and I flipped it upside down and put the battery in there and expected it to work. And I was like, oh, that's going to work. And no, it didn't work. It actually just, I thought I broke it, and I was very upset. But I waited a day and started back up, and it was fine. That bike, though, was terrible because the spokes on it broke immediately in the back. I rode two people on it, to be fair, and you weren't supposed to do that, so that could have been why. But I've also heard those bikes aren't very good. But I liked it. It was a cool bike. But yeah, more about this one. I just wanted to tell you guys, if you have this bike, Do not use it in the rain because this was the first time today I've ever taken. I took it in sprinkling before, but actually heavy rain. Do not drive it in heavy rain if you have this because you'll most likely wreck it. It's definitely not good for it because I've taken the battery out. I'm gonna let it sit for about a couple weeks because I'm gonna use my trike for the next couple weeks and see how we like it because it's my wife's. I'm gonna try to make it so it can ride both of us. I'm thinking of getting a banana seat for it. I know that sounds crazy, but I do have a couple of banana seats off of some old Schwinn's I have. So I'm gonna try to fit those on there and see if I can get that on there. And because I was thinking of having her sit on the back, but the payload on the back is 75 pounds and my wife weighs 90. So also if I was to sit, because she wants me to sit and be the passenger because she wants to drive this one, I think it's gonna be real cool for her because this is gonna be her first ever bike that's had a screen. And I realize this bike is not fast, but I also want to tell you guys something about fast e-bikes. If you're looking for an e-bike that's going to last you for a while and be a good vehicle, I would not get a fast one. I really wouldn't because I have had 3 fast ones and the first one I had is out in the shed now and the motor is fried. The second one I had, I bought used to be fair. And the guy I bought it from did crash it, but there was no damage to the battery or really anything like that. It was just a little bit of a scuff on the handlebar and stuff. That thing literally melted its battery and almost caught on fire. And now this one, like you guys have seen all the videos I've done on this, it's had its issues here and there. Also, no bike shop will work on this, so you got to know how to fix it yourself. The brakes on it are very hard to fix. You pretty much need new ones if anything happens to them. And I don't know how much they'll charge you for them after the warranty's up. But if you want one to use as a vehicle, I would not suggest a high-speed one. And it sucks because this is a long-range one. It really is. But I would just put money into getting a cheaper one. Or not a cheaper one, but like a slower one. Like, I would not buy one of these performance ones. I would stick with, like, Rad. I know I kind of have a thing against Rad now because I don't like how they don't let you call them anymore and stuff. But my Rads, I've had my Rad Wagon 4 for 5 years, and it is still going. It does not have a chain. It doesn't even really have brakes. But it still goes, and it's a trooper. It has moved me and it has done all kinds of crazy stuff, and it shows no signs of retirement. And my runner is still going strong too. And they've both been through hell, like an equivalent for an e-bike. But my runner pulled a go-kart one time. It pulled the car that you guys, if you go back and look on here, the car I'm trying to build, it pulled that. To be fair, that's not that heavy though. But it's also pulled like 7 bicycles at once. Man, just the amount of stuff my wagon has done, it's incredible to me that it's still alive. And it shows no signs of stopping. None. It is trucking. I will say, though, the Hemingway's charger has outlasted the bike. Because I actually used the Hemingway's charger for my Rad because I had one Rad charger, and I stupidly didn't realize it was still plugged in and drove it out the door and ripped it in half and broke it, and that one was my bad, so I never said anything about it. And then my other one actually melted when I lived at my apartment, and that's why I kind of have a thing a little bit against Rad now, because I tried to contact them and no one ever got back to me because it was still within warranty. I should have been able to get a new charger, but now I don't use the proper Rad charger for my Rad bikes. I use my Hemingway charger because, well, it works, so I really don't want to pay like 50 or 60 bucks for another charger. I think that's how much they cost. So I just use the Hemingway one. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on this, that if you have the spare battery, it goes right here. Do not take this out in heavy rain because it is not good for it. It did not destroy it. Like you see, and it's still powered on and it still drives and everything. But like I'll show you, it still drives. It sounds a little bit crackly because, like I said, I don't have the chain fixed yet because I have to wait till I can find a friend to help me or a bike shop because I have no idea what I'm doing. But you can see it's still going. But yeah, I definitely can say now that the fault thing, whatever was wrong with it, is gone because it's not doing it now. It was doing it even when I just turned it on, so it was definitely this that was doing it. So yeah, do not ride this in heavy rain if you have. Sprinkling is fine, but heavy rain, if you have that, do not do it because it will get water in it. And it could damage the bike permanently. Luckily for me, it didn't, but for you, it could. I would not take the risk because I am not taking this out. If it's going to rain anymore, this is staying inside. This is not going anywhere. It's staying in the house. But it can go through snow. It can go in snow. It does fine in snow. It does fine in wind. All that other stuff. But rain, heavy rain, it can't take it. Big raindrops, it can't do it. It just fried it. It can go through mud puddles and all that, it's fine. But like rain, heavy rain, I would not do it. Do not do it. You may actually destroy this bike. I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad they put that in there because like. That's nice they put that in there. It does not damage the bike. I think it like maybe shuts it off or something like, oh, I shouldn't use that right now or something. But yeah. Anyways, I hope this is helpful for anybody that has this bike. I just wanted to warn you because this is an expensive machine. I don't want to see people wreck these if they have one. I still don't know whether or not if I'd recommend you to buy one because like just little things on this bike that should not break. And then the company does not want to replace them. They want you to pay for it. I'm still really upset about that derailleur because that thing was made with the crappiest metal. I have seen Walmart bikes with derailleurs that you could grab with pliers and bend out and they would not break. That, if you did that to that, it'd break. As a matter of fact, when I fix that, I'm going to take pliers to it and make a video and show you guys if we bend it, is it going to snap? And I guarantee you it's going to. And then I'm going to take a derailleur off of one of my old bikes in my storage unit from Walmart, and I'm going to bend that the same way, and I bet you anything that won't break, because I've bent one of those before, and it has not broken. But I'm going to show you guys how crap the metal is they use on these. It's no excuse, man. You do not use that crap of metal on there, and then charge people $50 for another one. You know how sick I'd be if I paid $50 for a derailleur, $25 for the stupid derailleur, and then $25 for the shipping? That's a ripoff, Eunorau. I don't know what you're playing at. I don't know if that's some kind of scam you're running, and that's why you do that on purpose. And like, you guys may say like it's my fault also have broken this, but I was in a group one time. They kicked me out after I said about the fire and stuff. They kicked me right out. So that they're sketchy too, because they don't like people knowing the truth about their stuff. But the fender has broke on other people. I am not the only one that's had the fender break. I'm not the only one that has had the basket break. Do not buy accessories for this bike. They are crap. Do not buy them. Buy them from another company or something, because I wish I would have gotten a basket from maybe somebody else or something, because it's not anything on the bike that broke. It was actually the rack itself. The metal they used for the stuff on this bike is garbage. I don't know what they're doing. Luckily, that front thing isn't, because I kind of think that's cool. But like, I don't know, man. Just be careful. I would not buy any accessories for this bike at all. They're junk. Do not buy them. They're garbage. But the bike itself isn't too bad. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I just wanted to tell you guys about this. Now I'm going off talking about everything else. So yeah, if you watched to this point, thanks. I'll see you guys later. Bye.